Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you today. And starting it off with the big dog joining the crew, Big Bobby, part by man. Bobby, what's up, man? Welcome in for sure. Buddy, pull up your seat. It's got your name etched on it. Seeing lots of good snack talk in the chat. We're going to definitely get to that. Man, it's so good to see everybody. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Now, so it's kind of an interesting Monday that we have. We got Major League Baseball Game 7 in the ALCS. We have two Monday Night Football games. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go all in on one game. Texans and the Seahawks. It's too hard to break down two of them. And you know what? We just end up doing a bunch of work and really not getting anywhere. So we're going to focus on this one. We've got picks up already from the morning show for baseball and the first NFL game. So if you need those, go check those out. Got them all. Got you all set up. You're ready to go for Bucks and Lions as well as the Mariners and the Blue Jays. Yeah, go check that morning show out. All right, now we're going to break down this game because we got time. All right, so if you all could do me a quick favor and hit the like button, that'd be great. I won't ask you for anything else. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, pop it back up. We'll be good to go. St. Brown, first TD to start the game. Yeah, the Lions get it going. There we go. All right. So we've got a fun game tonight. It might not be the most exciting on paper, but it's a pretty good game tonight. All right. So Texans and the Seahawks. Now, the Texans got to find themselves. The Juice said, cash that first TD, the Sun God. Yes, sir. Look at the Juice crushing it, man. Well done. Well freaking done. All right. So let's talk about this. The Texans and the Seahawks. How are we going to get down with this? All right, now, hang tight. I got to share the show with somebody real quick. I got to text it to them. But the Texans have to get this thing going, man. And they've got the horsepower to do it. The Seahawks are a bulldozer of points, man. Offensively, dude, this team is just absolutely getting after it. All right, sorry, I got to get the share button real quick. Okay. So, yeah. Let's take a look at the spread here. All right. Seahawks at home, 3-point favorite. Texans plus 140 on the money line. Total of 41.5. Big Tony said Seahawks need a home win. Agreed. And you know what else? The Texans need a road win. Oh, it's Kenneth Walker's birthday, Scott. Nice look. 2 touchdowns. Let's go. Randall, MLB should have moved the game to tomorrow. NFL's going to kill the ratings. Absolutely smoke them. Yeah. Nobody wants to go head-to-head with the NFL. It's a death sentence. So, look at CBS getting in the mix already. What's up, fellas? What y'all doing over there? Me and Randall go swing by the office. Come say what's up. Randall's been in that office. And Tiff. Yeah, so let's jump into the game here, but I'm going to show you the picks, and then let me know what you think, because with this spread, like, I'm way more with this total. Way more with the total. All right. Yeah, let me get the picks up here. Hang tight. Slides are going crazy on me. Come on, Google. Get it together, baby. It's Monday night. All right. Let's get the picks. So, first off, Texans Seahawks over 41.5. I think we're going to get points. I think 41.5 is a low total. I think Seattle's coming out here to do some things, and I think Houston's coming out here to do some things. And I don't know if either team's going to see a whole lot of resistance to that. Now, these teams have better defenses than they get credit for. They really do. But, yeah. Brian said, I will be asleep before the first quarter's over. So, look, I'm taking the over 41.5. I think we're going to be good to go. Now, Kenneth Walker. It's his birthday. Yeah, I'm feeling you. I liked everybody who put 2 touchdowns. I'm going to take it at 1. Plus 160. Total, Matty Boy's got it at 41. Nice look, bro. Real nice look. All right. Kenneth Walker touchdown, 160. CJ Stroud, 1 interception. Sam Darnold, 1 interception. Sorry, to finish that off. All right, Stroud pick, Darnold pick. I think both these teams are going to throw it a whole lot. The Juice said, I'm betting Bone Walker birthday tutty. Yep, I'm right there with you, man. Right there with you. Yeah. So we're going to take Walker for a tutty. We're going to take CJ Stroud. We're going to take Sam Darnold. And then I'm going to go back to it. What do you think? Anybody getting down on it? Now, I know that we have our, both teams to make a 33-yard field goal in this game. Do we want to hit on rushing touchdown tonight? Are we trying to do this? What do you think? Plus 190 on DraftKings? What do you think? We getting down or what? Addison said Rangers scored their first home game this season in the first minute of their fourth home game. All right, score their first home goal this season in the first minute of their fourth home game. There we go. First home goal. Yeah, I got you, big dog. You good? David, no rushing TD. All right, you going with none. Yeah, I feel you. Brian, I like it. I do too. So, look, these are the ones I'm going to roll with tonight. All right. Texans Seahawks over 41.5. Kenneth Walker, 1+ tutty. CJ Stroud, 1 pick. Sam Darnold, 1 pick. Texans Seahawks, both 1+ rushing touchdown. Again, I got that at DraftKings. Game props, plus 190. If you just go to game props, scroll down, you'll see it. So, all right. Let's jump into it. Drop all your picks in the chat. You can go ahead and start dropping first touchdowns too. You're good to go. Logs just got robbed on a Baker rush attempt. He slipped in open field. Oh, damn. Did he get outside the pocket? Or do they count it as a sack? Oh, is it behind the line of scrimmage? So, all right. So, yeah. So, he was in the pocket then. So, they count it as a sack? Ah, that's brutal. Jared, that's a nice number. Plus 190. I like it, AB. I appreciate it. Yeah. And look, man, like, this is going to be a bet that I'm going to look to every time. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to play it every time. But, yeah, Curtis, like the interception picks. Don't love the over, though. Yeah, I get that too. This is a weird game. All right, let's jump into it because we need to identify some things. And we need to understand because these teams are built weird, man. Like, you thought I was going to say, like, they're built different. I mean, they're good. They're very good. Well, Seattle's very good. We're going to see about Houston, but these teams are strange, man. All right, so let's take a look at scoring points for both teams this year. All right, Houston Texans. So take a look, man. Points per game, 9 points, 19, 10, 26, 44. CBS getting in the mix again. Put up 44 on Baltimore. They're starting to score points in the first half. That's been their largest difference in their rate to success. Fourth quarter helps too. But the point that I'm getting to is that Houston and that offense is picking it up. Start to get healthy, start to figure it out a little bit. Now, take a look at Seattle. Points per game, 13, 31, 44, 23, 35, 20. Yeah, Jared, Houston's secondary has been locked down. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Their rankings are good. Jared, that's a good call. You're right. Their secondary is good. That's why this total's so low, for real. But yeah, all right. So you take a look at Seattle here, right? They're putting up points, man. And it's pretty distributed too. You can spread it now. Take a look there at the first quarter in the last two games. 0-0 CBS. Going with the shades. What's up, CBS? Yeah, take a look at the first quarter. So they haven't scored a point in the first quarter in 2 weeks. John, Houston O-line is the weak link. Yes, sir. And they got to watch themselves on penalties tonight. We'll talk about that too. But Seattle, I very much guarantee that they are wanting to get some points up in the first. All right. It makes everything better. It makes life better. Yeah. So pay attention to that. Now, if you are someone that bets on what you've seen, well, Seattle hasn't scored a point in the first quarter since September. So there you go. All right. Let's jump into quarterbacks here. So breaking these down, Z Money said, did somebody say 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdown night for Charbonnet for K9's birthday? Yeah, well, we were talking about it for Kenneth Walker, but should we go Charbonnet? That's kind of, I was just talking about that point, and we'll talk about it in a second. That there's a lot of sneaky dudes in this game that, fantasy, betting, just ball. Like they could hawk some receptions, some yardage and stuff. But all right, taking a look at the pass game here. 227.5 over under for CJ Stroud, 225.5 for Darnold, 32.5, 34.5 respectively, 21.5 completions, 19.5 completions, 34.5 longest pass for CJ Stroud, 35.5 for Sam Darnold, interception -115, -110. All right, so first off, what you want to see here is that the books are telling you there's going to be some passing tonight. Look at the attempts, 32, 34. All right. You're going to see some yardage too. Now, both teams are definitely going to want to run the football, but they're going to have to throw. They're just going to have to do it. And quite frankly, I mean, they're both built to do that, Seattle specifically. Now, take a look at completions here for Sam Darnold. Those are attractive numbers. Like, you could definitely make some money there. You could do it with CJ Stroud too on 21.5. I think both of those numbers are solid. Longest completion, 34.5 CJ, 35.5 Sam Darnold, -115, -110 pick, right? So, yeah, what you're seeing, man, you're going to get some yardage tonight. You're going to get passing. We'll break down the passing charts, but understand this. Both of these quarterbacks, they can throw. They can throw deep. This is not going to be just 5 yards and in, right? They're going to let it rip. Now, let's take a look at the run game. So, Nick Chubb. If you haven't paid attention to a lot of Houston Texans games, you got old Nick Chubb down there running back. Kenneth Walker III for Seattle. So let me pull this full screen. Chubb, 38.5 over under rush yards, 53.5 Kenneth Walker. Rushing attempts, 10.5, 12.5 respectively, 9.5. Longest rush for Nick Chubb, 13.5 Kenneth Walker. Anytime touchdown, +265, +160, +2,200. 2 touchdowns for Chubb, +1,100 for Kenneth Walker. Now, last night, when we broke it down about Christian McCaffrey, being somebody that could get in twice, both of these dudes are available for that. But here's the interesting thing. So with Houston, they're definitely going to do it in the air too. And how many touchdowns are they going to score? And then with Seattle, you got Kenneth Walker, but you've also got Zach Charbonnet. And Sam Darnold can run too. So that's my concern with 2 touchdowns. It's definitely possible. However, man, be careful. There are a lot of Hawks in this game. So 38.5 rushing yards, 53.5, 10.5, 12.5, 9.5 longest rush, 13.5 longest rush. Both of these guys, Jared Goff fumbled. Both of these dudes are eligible here on the longest rush for sure. Nick Chubb, 9.5. I mean, that's an attainable number. Kenneth Walker, 13.5. Very attainable. Anytime TD, 265, 160. 2 touchdowns, 2,200 and 1,100. All right, what are the books telling you? How do we interpret these numbers? Well, they're telling you that both teams will run. They're going to use the run game, but it's going to be pass heavy. You're going to get a pass game here. So just expect that. But again, when I talk about that there are guys that can take away, you see it, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Nick Chubb, Woody Marks, CJ Stroud, nothing big there. But again, just be careful of that Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. And Woody. Look at your boy Woody Marks on the other side. Matty Ice's guy. John, that line tells you everything. I'd take Chubb under 38.5. I think Woody Marks gets to play. Yep. I mean, it's basically 38.5, 29.5, like pretty close, all things considered, right? So that's a good look right there. All right. Now taking a look at receivers. So Nico Collins, your ex leader right here in terms of yardage from the books, 72.5. Jackson Smith Najigba, 88.5. Again, take a look at these numbers here. So you see the run game, 38.5, 53.5. Step it back up in the receiving game. Get near 100 with both of them. 5.5 receptions for Nico, 6.5 for Jackson, 25.5, 27.5, respectively, longest receptions. Plus 145, anytime tutty. Plus 135, anytime tutty. And then 2 touchdowns, plus 1,000, plus 950. Now, betting 2 touchdowns on wide receivers, I don't care who they are, is unbelievably risky. That said, though, it would not surprise me if both these guys score tonight. They're definitely going to get looks. Juice said Schultz. Dalton Schultz, over 4.5 receptions. There we go. There we go. So if you take a look at the full package here, your full C-suite. I mean, look, man, like, you know, we talk about that with Bills games. That there's like 30 dudes on the team, on the roster, that you go to the box score afterward, and you see like 13 dudes with 1 to 2 catches. Look at this list. You're going to kind of battle that. So we talked about the first 2. Dalton Schultz, 4.5 receptions. Cooper Kupp, 3.5. A.J. Barner, 2.5. Jaden Higgins, 2.5. Woody Marks, 2.5. Xavier Hutchinson, 2.5. Torrey Holton, 1.5. Elijah Arroyo, 1.5. Chubb, 1.5. Charbonnet, 1.5. Kenneth Walker, 1.5. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes on here that are going to end up with like small numbers, but it's one of those games where you might need every number. Same deal with receiving yards, right? So if you're leveraged out in terms of, you know, prop bets tonight. Okay. All right. Let's jump into parlays here. So if you're new, and if you could hit the like button, that'd be huge. I swear I won't ask you for anything else. But if you could hit that, that'd be great. If you're watching on your phone, just grab a screen, pull it down, hit like, pop back up. Be straight. All right. Appreciate it. So parlays. All right. So we throw up 3. Throw it up. Put up 3 here on each team. Tell me what you like. Addison, a lot of dudes with small numbers. We don't know anything about that round here. Addy, I love you, man. All right. Texans side, plus 350. Texans plus 3.5. All right. So pay attention here. We moved that spread from 3 to 3.5 to give us a little protection. All right. Texans 3.5. Nico Collins, anytime tutty. CJ Stroud, 200 plus passing yards. That's at plus 350. All right. Plus 575. And let me pull this back full screen. Texans plus 3.5. Nick Chubb, anytime TD. CJ Stroud, 200 plus passing yards. All right. And then finally at the bottom, look at this, plus 1,100. CBS trying to get in the mix with it. Yeah, got the, what is that, a mad face? Tina, they understood you. You were breaking it down for them. Plus 1,100. Texans 3.5. Nick Chubb, anytime TD. Nico Collins, anytime TD. And obviously feel free to mix and match if you've got different, prop bets that you like, or, different tutty scores. Any of them. Matty, I said, ready to smack some points, rebounds, and assists. Yeah, I'm with you there. Top right, big Gabe. Hey, first off, good to see you. Second off, top right, 575. I'm with you there. I like Chubb in this game. He might not have a ton of yards. I don't know, but I do think that he gets in. All right, so look. Well, I've got, who's that, the 49ers? Hold on. All right, give me a second. I've got to adjust these slides. I don't know why it popped up with the one from last night. But anyways, let me leave these up. Give me 1 second here to adjust that. I don't know why it did. And tell you what, I'll put the picks up here. Let me put the picks. We'll go through those. Tony said, damn producer. I know. What are you going to do with him? We're going to yell at him. All right, so here are the picks right here. Texans Seahawks over 41.5. Walker, we're going to take him for 1 touchdown. I know some are going to take him for 2. I just want him for 1. I cannot believe the slot. Google, man. Did you see this AWS down today? Amazon Web Services. Man, there were a lot of companies that went down. Even Google having problems here. Yeah. Okay. So 1 second. All right. While that's downloading, Kenneth Walker, anytime touchdown. CJ Stroud to throw a pick. Sam Darnold to throw a pick. Then the Texas Seahawks both 1+ rushing touchdown. Here, all right. Now let me see if this is downloaded. See if we can get this up real quick. Apologies on that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. So those are the picks there. See if we can pull this off. Bam. There we go. All right. Seahawks money line. All right. We ran it with the money line. Plus 244 with Zach Charbonnet, anytime touchdown. Sam Darnold, 160+ passing yards. Tony said Hard Rock was down for a few hours today. That's massive. Yeah. These were massive outages. All right, top right. Plus 525. Seahawks money line, Jackson Smith Njigba, anytime TD. Sam Darnold, 240+ passing yards. And then finally, 675. Seahawks money line, Zach Charbonnet, anytime TD. Kenneth Walker, anytime TD. What do you think about these? Are there any Seahawks ones that we like? And these bots are coming heavy tonight, boy. Yeah, producer keeps his job. AB trying to hide his secret 49ers play. Look, don't tell anybody, all right? Oh, my goodness, man. Randall, top right, but take his passing yards down a little. All right, let me check this. So Darnold, 240+. Yeah, I feel you. It's a good point by Randall because we've got room to work with. Like, I'm fine taking that 525 down because the point is to hit the bet, right? So, yeah. Yeah, Randall, that's a good look. Juice Fanatics book, yep, zeffed up. Can't use any promo boost. I'm telling you, hey, for real, from the tech side, I've dealt with this for years, man. And AWS, they're Amazon servers, right? So most websites, companies, apps, that's where they host. So when AWS goes down, you go down. Yeah, it's big, man. There are a lot of outages today. They're still going on. All right, so those are the picks. Those are the parlays. Now, let's get into the no-fly zone. It's time to break down these offenses. Let's go. All right, so first, let's understand CJ Stroud in this Houston Texans passing attack. But Seahawks secondary rank is 24th short left, 18th short mid, 26th short right, 25th deep mid or deep left, 6th deep mid, 17th deep right. What does that tell you? CJ Stroud going to have some open lanes tonight. All right. Now, take a look at the passing attack. It's a 10 yards in offense. All right, this is last week against the Ravens. 23-27, 244 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I mean, as Brad would say, that's about as clean sheet as it gets, right? I mean, dude was a stud performer. Now, this offense, they're going to spray it left to right. He's a right-handed quarterback. So when you think about it, all right, your quarterback under center, get the ball, snap, go. You're right-handed, throwing with your body. So you're definitely going to see that right side get attacked, as almost every right-handed quarterback would. But they'll go left too. CJ Stroud has an arm. Do not sleep on it. This is 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago against Tennessee. And, he had his way. 22 of 28, 233, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Look at these numbers, man. Like, these are very accurate numbers, very respectable numbers, and winning the turnover battle. CJ Stroud is starting to pick it up, man, and this Texans offense is starting to pick it up. So if I was coaching it, what would I say? Number one, be the aggressor. Got to be the aggressor tonight. Be that alpha. Come on, bro. Do not depend on the defense. Now, they're good, but you got to do your part. And I'm not just talking to you, CJ. I'm talking to everybody. The offense has to do its part consistently for 60 minutes. Screen game. Use the screen game, man. However the hell you have to do it. We got to steal chunks, and we've got to do it a lot. And the screen game is going to be a way to do it. Whether it's a running back, whether it's a wide receiver, whether it's a tight end. If CJ Stroud has to hand it off and go run a route himself, we got to find chunk yardage and be ready to score and repeat. Why do I say that we have to do it consistent? Bro, because the Seattle team scores. They're going to score, and you're going to have to be ready to counterattack it and score and do it again. 4 out of 5 stars for CJ Stroud to throw a pick tonight, but don't take that as bad. I think the CJ has an all right night tonight. All right, now let's flip it to the other side. So Sam Darnold and the Seahawks offense. Dear God, look at these blue lines, okay? Touchdown passes. It's almost off the charts. That's air yards. Darnold has a cannon, son. But Jared brought it up in the chat, and it absolutely needs to be said. You see in his secondary, Hoss? 5th short left, 17th short mid, 1st short right, 6th deep left, 4th deep mid, 30 deep right. Uh-oh. The defense is figuring it out. The secondary is legit. But so is Sam Darnold. And he's going to light you up a little bit. Now, this is last week against Jacksonville here. 16 to 27, 295, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Look at that. 295 yards on 16 completions. This ain't no 5 yards in an offense. You know what I'm saying? It's not. He's going to chuck it. But the key is, if you're playing Sam Darnold props, the key to hitting overs on his props is that you need the Texans to be back and forth in this game. We need a little bit of a shootout. Or we need both teams to struggle. What I'm getting at is that we need the score to be somewhat close. Because if the Seahawks get up, then they're just going to run the football. You know what I mean? So something to pay attention to. But Sam Darnold will absolutely let that cannon spray. And he's pretty good. You take a look at his charts. This is last year. Green quadrants mean you're above average in the NFL. Yellow quadrant is average. Red quadrant below. Not many, bro. And he's shored up that short right. So if he could be careful in that short left intermediate area, I don't care how good your defense is. Hey, Sam Darnold can get after you. Big Tony got around. See you guys in Discord later. Yes, sir, man. Good to see Big Tony. Man, we have almost 1,000 people watching. If you guys could hit the like button, that'd be huge. And appreciate it. Shout out to YouTube for promoting us. Promoting Driving the Line. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you hit the like button, that'd be great. Grab your screen. If you're watching on your phone, just grab your screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. The reason that I say that is that it triggers the YouTube algorithm. So the fact that they're promoting us, be nice. Appreciate it. Thanks. All right. So anyways, if he keeps out of that short mid quadrant left, he's going to be all right. Now, if I was talking to him, God, that uniform looks good. Look at that. Hammer the run game. Whether it's Charbonnet, Walker, Darnold, or the combination. Get a lead, run the football. Split the defense up. What do I mean by that? All right. We need to be running these seam routes up the middle of the field. There's going to be a lot of success with that. Jeff said, I hate that. That just sucked. What happened? Sorry, I didn't see it. Split the defense up, man. Bust them up middle of the field. Now, watch the offensive penalties. Both teams. But for the Seahawks, just don't beat yourselves. You know what I mean? If you can just keep a clean sheet in terms of penalties, maybe straight. Feed the backfield. Again, run the football. Run the football. You're going to have to throw, and you're built to do that. I'm not concerned about your arm, but the more you run the football, the better tonight's going to go. 3 out of 5 stars for Darnold to throw a pick. All right. Let me get the picks back up here, and we'll get into touchdowns. Then we'll bounce out because I know that there's a whole lot going on that everybody wants to watch. All right, Texans Seahawks over 41.5 -115. Kenneth Walker 1+ touchdown +160. CJ Stroud 1+ pick -115. Sam Darnold 1+ pick -110. Texans Seahawks both 1+ rushing touchdown at +190. Okay, I'll leave that up for a second. Now, what we're getting into next is the most fun part of the show. So we select the first touchdown score of the game at +1,000 odds or more. Okay? Has to be +1,000 odds or more. Everybody's welcome to play and want you to. If you're brand new and you don't play, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come play. All right. So pick the first touchdown score, wherever book, you're fine. And if you go chalk, that's fine. +1,000. That's it. You just have to get there. So drop those in. You can put it in the chat. You can put it in the Discord. You can put it in both. But everybody's welcome to play. We want you to play. And drop those in. It's a ton of fun. Now, you might be saying, AB, what are we playing for, bro? Besides the money. Well, what you're playing for is little eternal glory. Big Spencer Kilgore here. He is in the club. If you get one, you're in the club. Spencer is in. Zach is in. Matt Logan is in twice. Big Wayne Bialka is in 3 times. I am in 3 times. It's Just Me is in. DC, Dan Clark is in twice. Ian is in 3 times. Peggy, she's in twice. Moshe in 3 times. Father Whale is in. Marshall is in. Double Down, 3 diamonds for Double D. Lydia is in. Pat is in. Cyclone is in. Big Dave Sherpin is in. Curtis is in. Keep going. Matty Boy's got 2. John's got 2. Jared's in. Brian's in. Japan's in. Brad is in. Drew's got 2. Kevin is in. Addison is in. Big Jesse Rubes is in. Larry is in. Z Money is in. Justin looking sharp with 2 of them. Bibbo, my man, he is in. Big Brian is in. Never back down. 2 of them looking sharp there. All right, so you'll be remembered forever. I mean, other than that, you know, you've been given the necromancer power. No, okay. So, yeah, drop who you have in the chat, Discord, combination of both. Your school newspaper, wherever you want to put it. We got you. Now, you might be saying, all right, well, AB, you play, right? I do. And I'm going Nick Chubb. I'm feeling it. Nick Chubb, 1,100. Now, that is where I'm going. All right, let me bring up the poll in the chat. Give me 1 second here. You know, if we had a professional producer, you know, he would already be on this. But what are you going to do, you know? It's tough to find good. All right. In the chat, all right, the poll chat. Cooper Kupp plus 1,200 is the winner. All right. So, got mine. I'm on Chubb. The poll is on Cooper Kupp. Drop yours in the chat. Let me know who you got. All right, now let me say this. If you need a roll, we are done. So you're good to go. There's nothing more that we have for the show. You can bounce. If you want to stay and hang out, stay, obviously. But yeah, anybody that has to roll, you're good. Nothing else that you're gonna miss. So, all right, drop these in here and go through them. Do we think that they limit? They're gonna try to. Yeah, David, I would look at him at like a longest reception. It might be tough to get the quantity, but you can get the quality. You know what I'm saying? Big Jared, no fly zone. Let's go. Jeff, no field goal. David, they should kick a field goal. All right, Jared, I'm on Fairburn over 1.5 field goals. There we go. All right, Matty Boy on Cooper Kupp. Mike on Schultze. Big Brian going Nick Chubb. Liddy, chub me up. Japan, nice. CJ 3,500. David, first TD, Cooper Kupp. Big David is in. Jeff, agree, David. Barner Burner 1,600. Where's Mike Barner? I love Barner. That dude's awesome. Sights, Kupp for me. Marshall taking Banner. All right, there we go. Big Ed, my man, on Cooper Kupp. Got you in. You wonderful gentleman, sir. Japan, Mike Evans is him. Yeah, what's going on in that game? Mosh on Nick Chubb. I like it. The Hemi Award. Ed Cooper Kupp. Matty Boy, I'm on the Chubb rushing under, so couldn't do it, but almost went that way. Curtis, Torrey Horton, 2,500. Addison feeling it. Chubby. Big Randall, got Barner. There we go. All right, big dog. Hey, Randall, what are you doing for the game? David Kupp for me. All right. David, got you in. Tina, so good to see you. Hutchinson, 2,000. I love it. Big Jeff, went on fourth. Medium did get a set of taking the. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Kevin, Torrey Horton, 2,300. Boom, got you in, big dog. Let me bounce these bots. Jake C, yeah. Volcano, dude, it's a volcano night, bro. Jeff, Lions missed for the meeting and did get it. Damn, they're always doing that. It's crazy. Jared, Woody Marks, 1,100. There we go. Percy Harvin. What was Percy Harvin doing? Jeff, David, I can't type. David, AB, thanks so much, bro. Thank you, man. Big Tracy, what's up? Woody Marks, there we go. That's a popular pick, and I like it. Liddy on the under. Adam, Barter season starts tomorrow. It does. I pay attention to his picks too, for sure. Barter's the man. I love him. I love him. Love him. Oh, man. Hey, and Barter might have the best background too. Like the best studio room of a lot of people. Barter's is dope. I love that dude. Everybody make sure, like, follow, support Mike Barter. That is an absolute great dude who works his tail off. Great picks, great analysis, and an even better human being. Like, I cannot recommend him enough. So if you don't know, yeah. Percy was a dog. He was at Florida too. He was a problem. He was a real problem. Matty Boy, Barter's awesome. Oh, hell yeah. Randall sitting at the house watching. There we go. Hey, you got an extra seat? I just invite myself over. Spitzer. Got Schultz, first tutty. Got it. Got you in. Addison Harvard still has that concussion. God bless. That dude lived on the concussion protocol, didn't he? Man. All right, let me get the picks back up here, then we'll bounce out because I know that we got a ton going. So I don't want to keep you guys. Jared, 7-0 Detroit just forced to punt. Lions at their 14, first and 10, 13 minutes left in the second quarter. Thank you, sir. Thank you, big on that, Raphael. Like that hat, AB Raphael. There we go. Oh man, dude, Dodger blue is awesome. And Liddy got me the hat, and so Liddy, thank you very much. Brian, tomorrow on Discord, I'll post a write-up and picks on the Utah golf tournament this weekend. Oh, yes, absolutely. And Brian, I'll get back to you too. You and Logs, for different reasons, but yeah, the newsletter. Yeah, definitely want to get those in. I'm almost done with that now. Sorry, I'm kind of OCD about like backgrounds and the logo, brand coloring, all that. You know what I mean? Liddy said AB has to get over to Randall's house. We know AB is under duress if he doesn't ask Randall what he's doing for the game. AB, same phrase. Yes, it is. If I don't ask, like if you ever see it and I don't ask, call the FBI. Oh yeah, so yeah. So Logs, and Logs, I'll get with you. Yeah, we've got to get the YouTube thing set up. And when I say we, I mean it's me. I just have to find time. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, we've been talking for sure. That's happening 100%. But I don't want to. The reason that I'm holding until we get the YouTube thing set up and his music under the content ID, damn, CBS coming in strong, is because I want it to be loaded first and done under him before we start using it, because then it just turns into a mess. But yeah, I mean, that's absolutely happening. Sorry. I just said my head. Some of those YouTube things, they get really weird. Like if you upload something before the content owner has, and then, oh God, it's just a disaster. So yeah, long story short, that's still happening for sure. It just saving a big headache that would happen in about 1 week. Yeah, so we'll get that for sure. Okay. Yeah. All right, let me get the picks and then we'll bounce. All right, Texans Seahawks over 41.5. Kenneth Walker 1+ touchdown. CJ Stroud 1+ pick. Sam Darnold 1+ pick. And the Texans Seahawks both 1+ rushing touchdown. Liddy, I thought Randall had a golden rule: just show up. He'll take care of everything from there. Yeah, that rule is very accurate. Yeah, it definitely is. And I'm telling you, and that's not just for me. Like, if you walked up to Randall's door, hey, you just say, come on in. Tiff would make you a plate. They're the best. They're the absolute best. Now, you're going to have to pay a tax. And the tax is that there's a bulldog that's going to be on the couch taking naps, and you're going to have to pet him. Can't give him any treats anymore. I ruined that. Sorry, Harley. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Big Jeff. Wish I was a little closer, man. I'd love to watch the UAB. Man, that'd be great. I'm telling you, man. Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll come out to you one day. How about that? We ain't far. Liddy, Mims is the host of all hosts. He really is. He really is. All right, we'll bounce out here. Everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I know that we have 2 NFL games, Major League Baseball game. The NBA is coming back. We got a ton going on. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful night. I cannot thank you enough for your support. Cannot say that enough. Thank you. Love all y'all. All right, let's get it. Let's hit these bets. We'll be live tomorrow, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.